Getting ready for our second match of the day. Ricky Ward defeating Norm Duke in our first match, and he'll now meet 28-year-old Jason Couch from Claremont, Florida.
Excuse me, Mike, that gentleman you saw Ricky Ward talking to, that's Rick Benoit of Brunswick. He's a ball rep, and he's there to make sure that Ricky Ward is using the proper ball in the proper fashion. It's very helpful for the pros to have the ball reps out there telling them what they think may help them, give them a little bit of an edge.
Jason had a terrific week this week. He was first after the 4th and 5th rounds, but he dropped to 3rd last night and was struggling a little bit.
Well, he had a little trouble, Mike, and he was able, to his credit, to get it back a little bit in the last couple of games, because for a while...
That's the mellow one, right?
Excuse me, we got Brian Purcell, that's Jason's coach. He's got a microphone on, so we'll be hearing comments from him. Jason was able to get it going last night when he needed it to make sure he didn't fall any further than the third place position he ended up in. Interesting matchup. Jason Couch, a power lefty. Ricky Ward, a stroker.
He had a 214 average on
Hook it, baby.
these 2 frames during the week, and that was the lowest average of any of our finalists. He struggled on these lanes.
He struggled on his lane. Actually, he averaged 186 for his 2 games, and so this was a difficult pair for him. But that, that was yesterday. They're not worried about that.
Block that out. And he changes balls for the spare. We'll talk a little bit about that.
The reason they change balls, Mike, is that they go to a ball that has very, very little friction to it, so the ball will slide down the lane. Gives you more of a margin for error.
When I was talking to the PBA Hall of Famer Dick Weber this week, he was telling me that when he started bowling, that he would carry the same ball for, as Ricky Ward gets a strike in his first frame. His first couple of years, he used the same ball for 2 or 3 years, and now these guys will go from stop to stop with 10 to 15 balls.
Yeah, that was back when Dick Weber first started out in the 50s, 60s. He was using rubber composition bowling balls, and most of the balls were about the same back then, and you could use it for a number of years. And not today. You've got guys here drilling 4 or 5 balls every week to try and combat the conditions. For an early double, Ricky Ward in the second frame.
And he got it. He seems to be energized by the crowd, Marshall.
Well, and there's no substitute for having a game under your belt. He's already acclimated to the lanes, while Jason Couch is still feeling his way out.
Jason Couch, being a pro bowler, is the only job, he told me, he's ever wanted.
Yeah, he's good at it. And another power shot leaves the soft 7-pin. A very good shot, as I'm sure his wife Kelly and daughter Courtney are enjoying watching Daddy at home. Well, take a look at the pin action, Mike, and watch the way the pins are scattering all over the place, going all around the 7-pin, but not able to get over to touch it.
Jason Couch's dad bought a bowling center when he was 4 years old, and he said he grew up with 3 heroes: Earl Anthony, Mike Albee, and some guy named, let me think, Marshall Holman.
Oh my gosh, I don't even know. Sounds vaguely familiar. I guess I'm going to have to start being a little nicer to Jason Couch.
Oh man, let's get out of it clean. Get out of it clean.
He's down 11.
He's hit the pocket both times.
Yeah, looks
left
clean.
the 7-pin.
Oh.
Now he leaves a solid 9, and there you see the power of a Jason Couch.
Nice shot. Excellent shot.
The ball showing absolutely no respect, as his ball rep, Brian Purcell, says, great shot. Watch the way this ball hooks through the 1-2 pocket and just totally avoids the 9-pin. He knows he threw a great shot. Doesn't feel very lucky right now.
And he picked up the spare in the 3rd frame. Ricky Ward working on a double. Ricky Ward told me to get him in the right frame of mind for the TV finals, that he'll meditate, take a shower or a bath, close his eyes, think of good things, like a strike.
You can see the different approaches that Ricky Ward and Jason Couch take. Jason Couch is a big hook, going way out and coming back in. Ricky Ward much more direct. Right now, that direct route is getting the job done to the tune of every time he's hit the pocket, he's struck. Every time Jason Couch hit the pocket, he's got 9. 22-pin lead for Ricky Ward. Looking to stretch it to 32 with a strike here in the 4th frame.
That's 4 for Ricky Ward.
We got it going.
There's a good look at Brentwood Tour, their 2nd year here in Brentwood at the Harvest Park Bowl in Jason Couch.
Well, he simply has to get it started right now, Mike. He's down by 32 pins. He has yet to throw his first strike up on lane 18.
And there it is.
There's a great shot and a little emotion from Jason. He knows it's time to get it started. Brian Purcell, his ball rep, liking that one. Once again, look at the power. See the way the 5-pin gets rifled into that 10-pin? That's a lot of strength. That's right, baby. Give me one of those.
Tell me about ball reps and their relationship to these bowlers.
They're vital, especially in today's game with all the new kind of equipment. The reactive resin equipment can be very, very volatile. You need to have a ball rep who can put the right ball in your hand. Very much like trying to get a NASCAR ready for a race. You have to have it fine-tuned, get the suspension just right. That's what the ball reps do for the players.
So like a crew chief is what you're saying.
They are the crew chief. Very important part of the game. To cut the lead to 22 early in the game, but Mike, almost a must strike. And Jason Couch responds.
And he seems to have some fans here in Brentwood as Ricky Ward comes up in the 5th frame.
This shot is just high flush. Nothing you can say except you'd like to put everyone right there.
Ricky working on 4 strikes now. Bowling on lane 18.
Another great shot from Ricky. Ricky Ward, as I said earlier, not intimidated. His last title came last year in Taylor, Michigan. Who'd he beat? Well, some kid named Pete Weber.
That's pretty stiff competition. Sixth frame now for Ricky Ward.
Each player allowed 2 re-racks during the game, and Mike, they've both used both their re-racks, and we're only in the 6th frame. No more re-racks allowed. Comes up a little bit high. Leaves a 6-pin. But Ricky Ward in command.
After 5 straight strikes, he'll now try to spare here in the 6th.
Spare in the 6th will keep him up by 31 pins, but Jason Couch has the opportunity to cut that to 11 if he can strike the next 2 shots.
And so the door is open a little bit for Jason Couch, who won his last title in Indianapolis back in 1995. This was your 1992 PBA Rookie of the Year.
And Jason's bowling goals are to compete successfully on tour. I think he needs to raise them a little higher. He's doing that. Oh, yeah, there's one that'll get you pumped up. When you get that power messenger strike like that, I'm telling you, Mike, it energizes you. You can feel it all the way from your feet to your nose. Watch this ball go way left. A lot of power. He slingshots this ball back into the pocket. Messenger tomahawks down the 7-pin. That's a fun way to strike.
Jason Couch to the 7th frame, working on 3 strikes. Trying to get back into the match.
And he's way back in the match. He only trails by 11 pins, and he has really got it going right now.
The PBA Tour begins today. Its 40th anniversary season, and you can get a piece of the action.